Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Programming with a Purpose. Today I'm going to show you how we can create such a view. So whenever we are scrolling, the main image is going to be scaled down on the screen so that we get enough room on the screen for our other scroll view items to show. And also we can show some additional view with our smaller main bag view on the right hand side, like some flash offers or some other kind of offers and upcoming collections. So let's create such a view. You can also improve this animation with some other effects. There are two kind of effects that I'm going to show you here. One is basically the animation of selecting an item, and another one is basically when the scroll view is being scrolled, how we are going to handle that to make the main image view a smaller one and move basically the top image towards the top of the screen. So let's create a scroll view with a lazy vgrid, which is going to contain two columns that are mentioned in our variable grid columns. We are iterating over the images which are saved inside the assets folder. I've repeated these images just to show you how the UI is going to look like. Obviously, in some real case scenario, we are going to fetch these images from our server. So here I am basically creating the background of those images. And after that, I'm going to add an image on the top with all of the relevant properties. So we are going to see on the right hand side how our preview is being changed when we are adding certain properties to our images. So you can limit the frame width and height here as well. After that, I'm going to encapsulate it inside a Z tag because we are going to pass a certain color as a background to this image. So this is how our UI is now going to look like. This is a simple scroll view that I have created. The color red is a custom color that I've added in the color set inside my assets folder. Next, I'm going to create here a VStack because we want to show a main image on the top. And that main image is going to have two states. One is the state where it is shown as a fully scaled normal image, and another one is going to be the one where it is scaled down and pushed to the top of the screen. So let's create these properties, and then I'm going to show you how we can achieve that. So on top gesture, we are going to move the image that we have selected to our main image to view it more properly or to show it on our main screen. So here I'm applying an interactive spring animation to my image selection, and that image is being displayed on the main image. So now this is how it's going to be changed. So it's look very realistic. Next, I'm going to create a namespace for an matched geometry animation, which is going to basically scale up and down our main image with the scroll view. So here we are going to create a variable and a namespace. Namespace is being applied to two objects we want to match the animation of. So whatever their geometry is, the internal system basically tries to match that animation and try to animate from basically one coordinate system to another coordinate system depending upon its size, its location, and all of that things. So here I'm going to create two states and apply match geometry to them. Just follow this code, and next I'm going to show you how we are going to handle the scrolling of this scroll view. So here I'm applying the function in on scroll face change. It is not basically present in the older versions of iOS. So check the iOS version before using it. For older versions, you need to use some other logic that is being used to handle the scroll view. So here I'm going to check that if the new phase is not idle, which means that the scroll view is being handled or is moving, we are going to set the variable as false, otherwise as true. And to basically slow down the animation, we are going to check the state here in else as well. And we are going to add a certain delay so that we do not instantly change the image, because it is not going to be very user friendly if you constantly change the image upon click. You might need this module in some other part of your app or your basically shopping app. So it depends on your needs. So I've created a very small delay of 2 seconds. Here I have downscaled the image and the image looks very small. I'm going to handle it with frame in a few moments. So here I'm adding some more changes. So I'm adding here an offset. You can also basically move the bag when it is scaled down towards the left or right of the screen. So you are going to see here that I'm going to add something on the right hand side of this bag as well. That is basically the flash offers rounded rectangle that you might have seen in the start of this video demo. So it is a very simple UI element. You can simply copy this code and it is very understandable. After that, I'm going to basically resize the downscaled image of our main bag, and let's see how the UI then looks like. To apply a blinking effect to the UI that we are created for flash offers, we need to basically change the opacity between 1 and 0 of the text. So this is going to give us a blinking effect or a flash effect. After that, I'm going to add an animation. How this is going to happen with the help of a variable that is going to drive this animation, which is going to be a bool variable. We are going to start basically toggling it on the on a pair function, and after that this animation is going to be self-driving because we have set the relevant properties here. I'm going to basically make the image a little bigger with a scale effect, but that is not working because we have limited the frame width and height. So we need to enlarge the frame width and height to make the image a little more bigger. And you might basically remove the vertical padding a bit because the top header is going to be very large here due to a certain padding that we have added to this bag. So you can play around with different values and create a UI that serves the purpose of your application. So after that, I'm going to add here a little more check inside the else after some delay, that if the new phase is still idle, then we are going to upscale the image. Otherwise, we'll keep it smaller and let the user scroll. So this is all for this tutorial. I hope you have learned something from it. Do not forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and do let me know if you use this kind of a code in your application. Thanks for watching.